Yesterday morning, I woke up all excited. Why? Because I couldn't wait to start working on my DUmmie FUnnies channel again. Now, in case you haven't noticed, my views have been going up, up, up in the past few weeks. And in fact, just in the past week, my subscriptions have surged by almost 300. Thanks in large part, by the way, to Deb at the Truthification Chronicles. I have a link to her channel below. So anyway, I did some researching for an hour or two to put together my video, and then just as about to upload the video, I get a message that smacked me in the face from YouTube. Yeah, my channel has been demonetized. Let's take a look at what wonderful little message they greeted me with yesterday. Let's go. So here's the wonderful news I was greeted with by YouTube yesterday morning. Your channel is no longer eligible to monetize. After reviewing your application, we found that your channel doesn't follow all of YouTube's monetization policies. Even though, by the way, all of my videos have been reviewed, and almost all of them, like over 95% of them in the last month or so, have been approved for monetization. But now they're doing a little retroactive routine here, it seems. It says, what should you do next? Review our feedback. Our reviewers found that your channel contains the following: reused content, repurposing someone else's content without adding significant original commentary or educational value. What does that even mean? I mean, could they be specific? Adding significant original content? Or how about, well, where's the boundary line between significant original commentary or insignificant original commentary? By the way, I'm going to show how silly this is in a moment. And then here it says, they give me a ray of hope here. It says, edit your channel and apply for monetization. And it says, make changes to your channel based on our feedback. Changes can include editing or deleting videos and updating video details. You can apply starting October 16th, 2020, as long as your channel meets the subscriber and public watch hour requirements. So, yeah, we're leading into an election now. So don't be too surprised if they do decide to remonetize my video. If it happens November 4th, could it be? Okay, anyway, let's get in a little bit more detail here. It says reuse content, learn more. So let me click there. And here we are at reuse content. It says reuse content refers to channels that repurpose someone else's content without adding significant. Again, I don't know what the boundary line is between significant or insignificant. Significant original commentary or educational value. This policy is taken from the AdSense Search Council portion of AdSense program policies. Blah, blah. Anyway, we've put it in context that it's more relevant for YouTube creators. Really? Because I don't understand. Okay. This policy applies to your channel as a whole. In other words, if you have many videos that violate our guidelines, monetization may be removed from your entire channel. And yet, they approve monetization for almost all of my videos. And when they were demonetized, I usually left them on unlisted. So virtually all of my visible videos, almost all of them, are monetized, or they were. Okay, and as I said, all my videos, all of them have been reviewed and approved for monetization for the most part. A very small, in fact, less than 5% in the last couple of months have been not monetized. Okay, fine, that's cool. In most cases, I didn't even list them. But so basically, what this is a retroactive thing. They, you know, it's like overkill. It's like going to a court with a couple of parking tickets and then you find out you got to serve a couple of years in prison for parking tickets. I mean, come on, it's overkill. You're going to demonetize an entire channel for videos that you didn't even warn about. You didn't. I don't know why YouTube just doesn't say, listen, you need to do a little bit more commentary, or say, or if you have a problem with a video, just go ahead, do what you're supposed to, what you have been doing. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I have a monetized video, and later, subsequently, they demonetize it. I can put it, ask for a review, and then they'll either, and in most cases, they go ahead and monetize it. It happens quite a bit, but no. So we have this this weird situation here. So here's how weird. Now they're talking about significant contributions to commentary, significant commentary. Here's the weird thing. I used to do a lot more commentary, but I was getting punished by YouTube. This is what happened. About a year ago, I started noticing that the more I was in my videos, the more likely they would demonetize them. So I pulled back on my commentary, and more of those videos started to get monetized. Finally, for almost all my, at least since towards the beginning of this year, since like maybe February, March, I basically, on almost all my videos, I took myself out entirely. What I do, in case you haven't noticed, is I let the videos themselves, the way I put them together, that's the commentary. Just a real good example is the Latino parades. I just a few days ago, you can see it on my channel. Just a few days ago, I contrasted the upbeat, large attendance Latinos for Trump parade, car parade in Miami. I contrasted that with the Latinos for Biden parade, if you want to call it that, more like a parking lot. But anyway, the Latinos for Biden parade with maybe not even 20 cars and no energy whatsoever. And on top of all that, I had different music. I put in YouTube from the YouTube library. I put upbeat music in the Latinos for Trump rally to illustrate how much energy was versus really sad music. So it was like yin and yang. The Latinos for Trump was the yin versus the yang of the really sad Latinos for Biden parade. So that's my commentary. Do I have to actually go in there, YouTube, and say, now, hey, everybody, in case you haven't figured it out for yourself by the way I've edited this video, this here, they're excited. This here video, they're not excited. Come on. And just to give you just an extreme absurdity, and a reason why I was led to believe that the less commentary by voice, like I'm doing now, the better with YouTube, was back in May. I broke a big story. Many of you probably remember it, that Amy Klobuchar admitted in a little-known interview with Michael Smerconish. Actually, it was a radio interview. She admitted that her husband took hydroxychloroquine for his coronavirus, and then a few days later, like a miracle, like 5 days later, he walked out perfectly healthy out of the hospital. Okay, so what happened? I uploaded 2 videos. The first video I uploaded, I had lots of commentary by me, right? So guess what happened? YouTube demonetized it. So a few days later, in case you don't know it, I write for Newsbusters, PJ Gladnick, if you want to look it up. Anyway, I write for Newsbusters, but all that commentary was unnecessary. We just wanted to hear what she said. So what I did is I got rid of all of my commentary, and all I had was the audio of what she was saying. The only thing extra I added was I put in a text to go along with what was heard on the audio about her admitting that her husband took hydroxychloroquine. So like much more insignificant commentary. Actually, no commentary on my part. Well, guess what? I couldn't believe it. They monetized that, right? Yeah. So the complaining that you need to have more significant contributions, and yet I was penalized for a lot of commentary on the Amy Klobuchar. I was in fact, that video, you can look it up. It was May 21st. That's when it broke. And then a few days later, I did the a day or two later, whatever it was, I did the short version where I just had the without any commentary, and that was monetized. So it's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to borrow the phrase from somebody, Kafkaesque, because the rules, nobody knows. The rules nobody knows how they're enforced on YouTube. You don't even know what the rules are. And you know what? One of the best blog channels on YouTube is the Viva. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. The Viva. Let me see. The Viva Frei. Yeah. Okay. Viva Frei Vlawg. VLAWG. And that's they asked the question. Is YouTube monetization political? Is it? Well, anyway, he explains. Here's a brief clip of him here, but I want you to watch this whole video too. I'll have the link below. He explains how absurd the rules are being enforced, that we don't, and we're left completely in the dark. And I agree with this completely, his observation. So real quick, let's take a look here. What Viva Frei Vlawg, which I recommend highly, talked about.
I haven't read all of Kafka, but I have read enough Kafka to know when something is Kafkaesque. YouTube creates rules. It expects the content creators to abide by those rules. It punishes content creators when they allegedly don't abide by those rules, but they don't want to specify what those rules are in order to make them easier to follow.